Hello there everyone, welcome back to James Redmond TV. Now today boys, I have got a little bit of transfer news for you. Do you know what, I'm not going to lie, all the way back to Shimmercast I thought our transfer window was done. Then when we signed Thiago I thought we was done. Then we signed Jota out of nowhere like an RKO from Randy Orton, and that I thought was going to be our last deal. And then now with the transfer window being fucking done, it still doesn't look like Liverpool are just quite done with their transfer window business. Now obviously Liverpool have been linked with many backup goalkeepers recently. We've been linked with Gazaniga from Tottenham, which I was saying I would have took. That was mostly on deadline day though. Now since then we've been linked with more players like Jack Butland. Now this is the player that I'm talking about today. I basically want to talk about, is he good enough for Liverpool? What does he add to the squad? Obviously, it's not the same Jack Butland as what was at Stoke the previous time in the Premier League. So I'm interested to see how everyone thinks, what everyone thinks about this possible transfer, his value. We're going to go through a lot of different things. First thing I want to state, he's 26 years of age. Now, one thing that you've got to remember when Stoke went down in 2018, Jack Butland was still... I mean, let's be honest, mate. The season they go down, everyone's shocked when that transfer window closes and Jack Butland hasn't found a move to another Premier League club. We were even linked with him then, but the maddest thing is, he did have... One thing you have got to remember, before we talk about the player that he is now, he has got Premier League experience, and whether you like it or not, he was in a Stoke team that never defended excellently. Now I'll say that with a Liverpool team that's not defending brilliantly, but is he better than what we've got? In my opinion, he is. He's better than Adrian. He's better than Kelleher. Do you know what I mean? It's like, he's better than Karius. He's even better than Mignolet, and you've got to think they were our first choice options. So back in the day when we had Mignolet and we had Karius, I'm sure if you said to Liverpool fans, would you take Jack Butland, we would have probably bit your hands off, mate, because he would have been better than what we had. And obviously besides Alisson, but listen, whether you like to admit it or not, and I say this quite a bit, Alisson's a bit injury prone. So Jack Butland coming in for Alisson, yes, he's not the calibre of goalkeeper that Alisson is, but is he a better option than Adrian? In my opinion, he is. Let me tell you why. Because he can kick a ball. And I'm not trying to disrespect Adrian. I'm not trying to throw shade at Adrian. Listen, Adrian's a sound goalkeeper, but he concedes too many goals that are actually directly his fault. Whereas Jack Butland, even though he might not save the amount of shots of an Alisson, and he might not be as good of a shot stopper, and he might not be able to get out to the ball as quick, and his awareness might not be as on point, as long as you can just kick a ball. And I feel like Jack Butland can kick a ball, but no, deadly serious, I do think he's a lot better with his feet than Adrian. I do feel like if he's not a better shot stopper, they're not going to be too far off in quality, because let's be honest, mate, Jack Butland's made some important crucial saves for Stoke in the past, and even when you look at his first season down in the Championship, he got a goalkeeper of the season, I believe, or player of the season, or it might have been Stoke's player of the season. I can't remember exactly which one it is, but either way, he's valued at just under £6 million as well. And why wouldn't he want this move? When you look at it from Jack Butland's point of view, why wouldn't he want this move? He's been in the Championship for the best part of 2 or 3 years. I'm not saying this is a fact. Obviously, I know Stoke didn't have a great season last year, but what I'm basically trying to offer to you is that Jack Butland, he might enjoy the idea of just going to a bigger club now, to a Premier League team. He knows that maybe even if he can come into the Liverpool team as a backup, win a couple of trophies for a season or two. Bear in mind, he's 26, that's young for a goalkeeper. He can re-establish himself and then maybe get another big move to maybe where he could be getting starting games. You just don't know. That's the way that Jack Butland could be seeing it. So if you ask me, do I think Jack Butland would join if Liverpool make the direct offer, then absolutely, why wouldn't you? Especially where you look where he is now. So, but with the amount of reports, boys, that's coming out, this is really looking more likely just by the minute. At the time of recording, it's 8:20 in the morning. This is probably going to be uploaded at about 10:30, 11. So I'm not even sure if the deal will be done by then, but it is looking like this is really going to be done. I'm not just doing a video on just some bullshit transfer news. This is really legit. Let me know what you think of this transfer in the comments down below. Let me know, would you be happy to sign him in and around a fee of £4 to £5 million? I don't even know how much he will be. That's just how much his transfer value is. But Stoke fans, if there's any Stoke fans, or if there's any fans who watch the Championship that's been aware of Jack Butland, obviously I'm sure he might have dropped a couple of levels, but do you think with a better defence, and like I said, debatable with how bad we've been, but usually Liverpool have a better defence than Stoke, I think it's safe to say that, and in this scenario with Van Dijk in front of him, Gomez in front of him, Matip in front of him, Robbo in front of him, Trent over than what he's got, does that make him, or does that at least make him look like a better goalkeeper? That's what I want you to let me know in the comments. I want to make sure I'm covering everything before I finish this video, because I'm excited about this transfer in terms of, like I said, it improves our squad, and what quantifies a good transfer to a football club is if it improves your squad. Jota improved the squad, Tsimikas improved the squad, and so did Thiago, most definitely. And I think Jack Butland does, simply for the fact we lack in goalkeepers. One sec. Needed a little Paquito sip of the brew, mate. That's what, it's absolute fuel, absolute fuel. No, mate, it's just all round to go. And also, when you think about the England situation, this could easily bring Jack Butland right back into the picture for England, mate. That's just another big thing for him. That could just sparking signs for him. Now, is he good enough for Liverpool? Like I said, I do think he's good enough for Liverpool. I think he's better than what we've got. But I really do want to know what you think. Stoke City fans, would you be sad to see him go? Other fans who do watch the Championship, is he too good for the Championship? Is he still a Premier League goalkeeper? Or is he in like a similar situation to Joe Hart, where it's just time's gone gone far by for him? Like with Joe Hart, he had that stint at Torino, and then he's come back to Spurs now, but even at Burnley, he couldn't really get into the team. So, do you think Jack Butland's at that stage? I personally don't. Like I said, he's 26, and that's basically like a 20-year-old for a fucking outfield player. So, I believe in him. I hope we go and get him. I hope we make this move. If you're just asking me and my unwanted opinion, then that's it. That's what I'm basically offering to you. But no, boys, thought I'd wake up and give you this transfer news. Sorry it was a bit jittery, sorry it was a bit quick, but I did want to address this to you because it is just looking more likely by the second. But like I said, make sure you're interacting in the comments, make sure you like and make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and just thank you for all the support, man. Honestly, as always, it is appreciated, but make sure that you are on the journey for what is going to be a belter season. Nice one for watching news, and I will see you later. Ta-ra.